So good day everyone. For today's video, I would like to share to you my learnings about proper rigging a pilot ladder. So first, what is a pilot ladder? A pilot ladder is a highly specialized form of rope ladder typically used on cargo vessels for the purpose of embarking and disembarking pilots. So I have an example of a pilot ladder. So before rigging a pilot ladder, we need to follow first the safety precautions for us to avoid accident. So I'll discuss to you what are those safety precautions. So first is make sure that the ladder or pilot ladder is clean and in good condition. So we must check if the pilot ladder is safety to use, and check if it is clean and in good condition. Second is inspect the side rope or the wedges. It should not be missing. Wedges and the side ropes have a grate, and make sure it is in order. So we should inspect the pilot ladder's side ropes. So this is the side ropes. We should check it to know that it is safety to use. So third is check the steps. It should not be clean, not painted, not slippery surface, including the rubber steps. This color black is the rubber steps. It is made out of rubber, so this rubber is vulnerable failure and squished between the shape side and the pilot boat. So we must check the steps of the pilot ladder if it is clean, and it should not have any cracks, and it should not be slippery to avoid accidents. Fourth, so check the condition of the rubber steps. Make sure it is clean, firmly fixed, even spacing, no damages. So like what I have said, this is the rubber steps. In all pilot ladders, there should be a rubber steps, and make sure it don't have any cracks, not slippery, even spacing, and no damages to safe to use. Fifth is make sure that the side of the ladder is marked with height along the length. So we must mark the side of the pilot ladder, the rope, the wedges. We should mark the ropes. So 6 is check the condition of the spreaders. There should not be any crack. It should not be clean, firmly fixed, even spacing, no damage. So in the pilot ladder, there's a spreader. This one, the long one. So check if it is clean, not painted, and it should not have any cracks to make sure it is safe to use for the cadet. So that is the safety precautions of the pilot ladder. So now let's proceed on how to rig a pilot ladder. So now I'm going to discuss or share my learnings on how to rig a pilot ladder. So first, we must wear a proper protective equipment, including the harness and the life jacket. So I have an example of the life jacket and the harness. So here's the life jacket, and as you can see that this kind of I don't know what is called, but that is called the life harness that along with his body. Second is, when rigging a pilot ladder, it must be done safely under supervision of a responsible officer. Third, there should not be firmly resting with all steps touching the ship side, and the area should not be free of discharge. So when you rig a pilot ladder, it must touch the ship side like this. It is the correct one. Fourth, during the night, the whole length of a pilot ladder point axis and a grease should not be well illuminated, and there should be any life buoy and self-igniting light, and a heavy line should be ready next to it. Fifth is the pilot access. So the pilot access should be checked the duty officer after rigging. So sixth is the manrope. Where can we locate the manrope? So the manrope is in the side of the pilot ladder. This one. So the length of this manrope should not be less than 28 millimeters and not more than 32 millimeters in diameter. And it should be a Manila ropes only. So now, if the freeboard of the ship is more than 9 millimeters, it means we need to use the accommodation ladder or the combination ladder. So what is a combination ladder? So combination ladder is a conjunction of the pilot ladder and accommodation ladder. It is rigged in such a way that it leads aft of the vessel, and it has a slope angle of not more than 55 degrees. So this is an example of an accommodation ladder or an combination ladder. When you rig also a accommodation ladder, you need to wear your proper protective equipment and life harness. That's all, and thank you.